Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. When I did my video last week on how to make labels, I did get some questions on how do I add or change some of the existing labels that were in already in the file. So I wanted to show you how you can do that. I did that. This is an existing Design Space file, and if you look at the description of this video, you will find the file. I'm going to put it in there so you can open it up and save it to your version of Design Space at whatever title you want to name it, and that way you can mess around with it and make any changes that you want to add. So one of the things when I was doing this, I noticed that there were a couple of my favorite herbs and spices that were missing. Nutmeg is one of them, as well as dill, and let's see, I use celery salt and garlic salt, and I use onion powder, and oh, there's a bunch more. So what I did was I went ahead and I took one of the existing labels here and I detached this writing from it. Okay, so I just hit the detach button, which is down here, detach, and you'll notice that the label removes from the text. Okay, and so then I'm free to create as many labels as I want with whatever wording that I want to do there. If you don't want to do spices, you can do something else, of course. And so I was thinking, you know, like mint, or lavender, parsley. Oh, there's just so many that you might want to add. And let me show you how to go ahead and add text. And then I'm going to show you how to attach it back to the label, okay? So the first thing we want to do is we want to add a text box. And we do that down here. We hit the text. And I know for a fact that the text that I'm using is called bookmark. So I typed in book here and it lists everything that has the word book in it, and I'm going to choose bookmark. But you can obviously scroll through and change it to whatever you'd like. One thing I would just caution you about is make sure you choose one that says has a writing style, because that will allow the system to write it out with a pen. If you chose something like a single layer, you'd have to change it to a writing style, and what it would do is it would create letters that looked like hollow. They wouldn't fill in. So I'm going to stick with the bookmark style. That's what I'm doing. And you'll notice here a little box comes up. Whoop. Let me do that again. I pressed, I'm too sensitive here. Bookmark. Okay, so there's my little text box, and then I'm going to type in something. So why don't we type in, oh, I don't know, dill, okay? And I can just, I put on the capitals here, and I type in the word D-I-L-L. Now you notice that the text box is separate from what actually appears. This is what actually appears. Let me move in close. So if you want to change this text, maybe you spelled it wrong, you didn't put it all in caps or whatever, you would just double click on your text box and there it would come up here, okay? But we did spell it correctly, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just size it to fit on this. Oh, hello, Frankie. So obviously the way that it turned out, Frankie, be nice, is a lot bigger than the label. So what you're going to want to do is use this little arrow thing and start changing the size. And if it's still not fitting, you can always unlock it and then sort of stretch it to fit inside. Sorry, we've got my kitty cat. Oh my goodness. Okay, Frank, he's hungry, I guess. So you can stretch it to fit any inside there any way you like. And then when you're done with, and you think that it looks really good that way, you're going to want to select all of it. So including the background and the text, and you're going to go to Actions, and you're going to attach it. And by doing that, when you go to cut this on your machine, right, and cut it, that will appear, that text will appear on the actual label. If you don't attach it, it won't work. It will basically write on a separate mat. So it must be attached. And just to show you that again, here's our blank. And then I did this one for, let's see, we'll try this rosemary one. I want to send this back. How do I send it back? I guess this is where I got stuck last time. Oh, arrange. I'm going to send it, move it backwards, you see? Hope it did it. Let's see if it did. Nope. Arrange again. Move forward. I don't know why that's not working on my iPad, but that's how you would, there it is. Okay, so now it's in the front of the label, and I can just sort of just move it around to where I want it to look. And then again, I have to select both the label and the writing, and I go to the Actions and attach. And then when you go to cut these out and use the writing, you will see the writing, whatever you chose to put on there, on the actual label. Okay, I hope that that clears up some questions on how to change your text on your labels. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask, and I'm happy to help. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Rita, and this is my channel, Miss Rita to the Rescue.